Hello. New, big, full screened, hopefully fitting. Now, I do want to chat. Actually, it's perfect because both Maciek and Norby are the most active on the server recently. I want to tackle a couple of things. So, I did some server updates. I already restarted it. It should be working fine. First things first, you'll notice when you enter the server list, we now have an icon. I worked on it for the entirety of 10 seconds. Well, no, actually 20 seconds because I moved the letters around so that they fit all better. Because the original idea wasn't working. Anyway, it's a perfect icon. I think now you will be able to recognize the server without any problems. That's the silly part. Now the more fun part. When you start the server for the first time, and I hope it will do it again. Yeah, there you go. It says it on the corner. I added a resource pack to the server. For now, the resource pack does not have many things. Oh, I should also say, when you log into the server for the very first time now, it will ask you whether to download the resource pack. It is not necessary, but I strongly recommend you do it because the resource pack adds just a couple of extra little sprinkles, little items. For now, it's just one item. For now, it adds only one item, but I expect that for other occasions, like for New Year's, for example, and such, we will be able to add more items akin to the item that I'm talking about. Some chocolate chips for the vanilla experience, exactly. Now, if you don't download the resource pack, I don't expect it to have anything else, any like game-changing experiences. It's just gonna be some small little bullshit items. I still want the server to be fully vanilla. But if I do add this, I do plan to eventually start expanding a little bit on that part and adding a couple of extra thematic items, like I said. What thematic items? Well, first things first, I also added a custom data pack to the server. Custom as in like based on some other data packs, I put together a custom one which does two things. First things first, you can do trigger, and I'm gonna do this. And this is how I'm running the stream whole day. I'm running the stream with a birthday hat on. Now, the reason the resource pack is needed is because this cat comes from the resource pack. It's obviously not a Minecraft item. If you don't have the resource pack, my head is just 4 squares, checkerboard, 2 purple, 2 black. Please see it in game. You have to download the resource pack. If you don't download it, that's why I say it's recommended. You don't have to download it. You will just see a checkerboard face instead of a birthday hat on my head right now. But so if you download it, that's gonna be, that's gonna work. Every single one of you should be able to download a birthday hat. Yeah, I added this as a text too. The only thing that's in that resource pack is this hat. I swear to God. I promise. There's nothing else. And if I ever add anything, I'll probably message you on the stream. I should note that I didn't make this hat. This hat has been made by a different... Oh, she's over there. Okay. Let me follow her. Let me unmute the game so we can actually hear it. Hi. Hi. So yeah, you all should be able to use the triggers as well. This is not an OP command. Triggers are used in such a way that every single player should be able to use them. So that if you want to get yourself a new thing, there's /trigger, give birthday hat. Oh, I'm covering, the chat is covering it. But yeah, let me quickly hide chat from the new layout. New layout walls. We're learning. Oh, it's blurred now because I have to also unblur it. There you go. Trigger, give birthday hat is the command. And yeah, and everybody can call it on the server. So because the only thing it does is just it gives you the hat. So it's not like a major thing. It goes into your helmet slot. It doesn't do anything. It's not a helmet. It doesn't change anything other than it's. If you want to get into the internals, this is a structure block, which is a block in Minecraft, which is not acquirable in survival. It is a structure block that has its model changed, and it's made Minecraft to think. Minecraft is made to think that it is a helmet item. So yeah, it does go on your helmet slot. You can actually test it right now if you want to. If you do /trigger and do the thing. Did you do the thing? There you go. I even see it in chat as an OP that you used it. Now you hold it. And now you have it in your head. There you go. So that's what I told Michakes yesterday, that I'm adding something to the server that will open a whole new world of possibilities. This is what I meant. We can add some simple, silly things. For example, New Year's Eve. We want to add fucking New Year's Eve caps. You want to have some New Year's Eve extra things? Sure thing. We can go ahead. Of course, it has to go through me. I have to update the resource pack for that, but it is doable. I think like other things like custom horns, custom sounds can also kind of go through it. I don't know how exactly, but I mean resource packs add resources to Minecraft, and then data packs can allow you to get those items. So yeah. So yeah, for some other items I can like maybe plan out to like not get them through like a trigger, or maybe just something that I will just make and give to you, but I don't know. Regardless, this is where we are. This is what we have. A second thing that I added to the server, and this hat stays with me for the rest of the day, as you might imagine. The second thing I added to the server, and that is also something I worked on a little bit to figure it out and to resolve it, is, you probably maybe saw the spoiler by the hints of Minecraft, is trigger invisible item frame. Pop. It's gone. Trigger invisible item frame again, brings it back to the life. Important things. This isn't done by you staring at the frame. This has to be done by proximity, because there's no other way around to do it outside of mods, right? You need mods to be able to do it. So the way I did it is that the limit is 2 blocks. So if you're further away than 2 blocks from any single item frame, it should post a little error message. Yeah, too far away from an item frame, right at the bottom. I don't know how it behaves in these situations. I have not tested it. We'll find it out the hard way, I guess. But this is the gist of it, essentially. If you have a need to make your item frame invisible, you stand in front of it, right? So like the one that's the closest to you is gonna be triggered to be invisible. And if it doesn't work immediately, sometimes it like the way this is all written is like it takes it up to a second to realize that the trigger has been called. So you just call it, wait for a second or two, and it's gonna work. There you go. Works. Funnily enough, invisibility of item frames, as I found out, is not a mod in Minecraft. It's just a functionality of item frames that's mostly reserved to like creative and such. If you want to like combine items, have like a whole lot of things in there. I could like I learned a lot of things to this, so I can do like data get entity at nearest type equals item frame, and if I press enter, it prints out all the information that's hidden by chat now. But one of the things, there is invulnerable, so you can break it. There is fixed, there is facing, there is invisible in there, you know the drill. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Hi Brownish, thank you so much. We will be crafting a bit. Since you also play on the server, I'll let you know, we added a server-wide resource pack. That resource pack is not needed for you to play the game, but we do recommend it because it does add, for now, just 1 item. It may add other items in the future when I change it. It's the birthday hat that Michakes has in her hand right now. That's the item I was added. And I added it because it was my birthday yesterday, so I'm gonna wear this hat on me today, the whole day. All right, that's about sums it up. I think there is not much else to say. Oh, and Also, Brownish, we were just talking about this, but maybe you missed it. We added invisible item frames, so if you do trigger invisible item frame when standing close to an item frame, it's gonna toggle its invisibility. And there you have it. There you have it. We have gaming. We have the server updated. The server itself internally updated, not just the Minecraft version. All right. Why do I not hear the game? It's probably because... No, I hear the game. It's just very quiet. Is that good? Should be good. Yeah, okay. Try have a look this weekend. Sure thing, sure thing. Whenever you want to. I will make like an official ping after the stream about this on the server so that everybody else who plays but or doesn't play knows that this is happening. So, now what are we here for? I first of all realized I don't necessarily... I cover the coordinates. There's a couple of lines of text sticking out. Can I move this? I think HC was the combo for this. There was an offset. Renderers, no, colors, generic, fill level, display row width, data sync, blah blah blah. Text pause, there we go. What if I do 280? Oh, perfect, I can actually update it in real time. 200. Okay, less 160. Okay, this plays out nicely. When there's more text on the screen, it like falls out, but I guess that's fine. I guess it doesn't matter as long as you can see the information. Copper bars, my new beloved. I didn't see copper bars actually. There's a bunch of things to see. I need to, in general, catch up to the whole new stuff in the server. I've been doing a little bit of work trying to get a couple more items moved and organized here. Actually today, I just sat down today when Machakes was streaming. Twitch.tv/Machakes, great streamer. She's amazing. And I wanted to add a new door to enter through here. I usually just break those blocks, but there's a little bit of room here. I maybe will try later on during the stream to do this. But first I want to play around with the copper guys a little bit. New blocks decorations, it's like Christmas. Yeah, there's like it's always nice when they add more things to the game. By the way, like I said, the resource pack thing, we can add our own custom little items. I don't want them to be anything like game-changing substantial. I don't want them to be like for the server. I want the server to stay as vanilla as possible. But like a little decorational silly thing like a birthday hat is fine. So I'm thinking like maybe we could figure out something for New Year's this year. Maybe we could figure out something, some new like I don't know, New Year's hats or maybe something. I expect Machakes would like to, if streaming Minecraft for her birthday, would like to have a tiara on her head. You know, whatever works essentially. We can all figure this out as we go. Could maybe think of moving to a new arena because this is the one we used for the last 2 years. And it was fun. Maybe we could build something for the next year or some shit. I don't know. Birthday skin specifically for that reason. Okay, and now you can have a small 3D tiara if you want to add it to your skin as well. That will be possible. That is possible. Christmas area would be very cool. We think, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. We are like, I don't know if Naku and V are watching. I don't think they're playing too often on the server anymore. At least I didn't see them in the logs for a very long time. I don't want to like necessarily touch on their village and areas here that they were in. But like we have all this real estate on the other side of the railway. Place to move to during the winter. We do have the space for the winter village that we could start working on actually. That would be very cute if we all did like some Christmassy builds together. Norby was also talking about like something that would be like community wide, and I think that as much as I like, as much as I like working on builds alone, on having like a big project, it would be nice to just like dedicate an area and start building something together. Not necessarily the same build, but like each of us has its own plot, building about something, you know, building on something. So I think we can probably try doing that. We found an area last year that was very suitable for this, and then we eventually never used it. But it was in the direction of where Brownish has his base, so maybe that's gonna be an option. I was talking that like we can also always expand here. We have these paths initially made. I initially wanted to just expand my base going here and like build it up with buildings and shit, but like I don't know, we can also take some plots here and I can build around them over time. That's also an option. I would like to make these paths a little more substantial, like maybe the ones I have there or something. I don't know. Couple of ideas. I personally have some ideas how to update the base further. I first things first wanted to not have to craft rockets all the time because the crafter was added eventually. And I have the creeper farm here, and I have the here. This is how you make paper. I have this farm here, and I was thinking of making maybe like a small refinery out of this above this creeper farm, and make it so that gunpowder like pops out of it and goes to like a gas station there or something. And it would be very cool if you go to a gas station to get fireworks. You know, I think that's very funny. I like this. I like this idea. My brain says yes. My brain says slay. That would be cool to see items like gunpowder flow out with pipes to the gas station when needed, and have the gas station like craft these and then put them out in like a hopper or something, like a distributor. I would like to start working something like that because all these buildings are kind of like detached from each other, and I want to start making them join together in something more interesting. This whole place, this whole hole in the ground, I have started working on a train station in creative, and I never really continued working on it. I didn't really like it because it was like made from the same blocks as my base is, and like I don't want to texture it the exact same way. I don't want to do the exact same thing. But then I recently had an idea that like, since it's the Copper Age, maybe I should come back to this idea and relay-out it and like build it from copper and related things. That I think that would be a little cooler if like some copper elements and some more industrial elements were in it. I don't know, something for me to think about for the future. As for the winter thing, we can actually go there right now. We can go there right now. I think we can go there right now. And I think I'm gonna actually... I love that this bug is not fixed yet. I think that actually we have a way to go there through Brownish's base, if my memory serves me correct. Which was... I think like there. This is a Guardian farm. Oh, you know what? I don't have shaders on, and that probably... Is that bad? There you go. There was a nether portal freely standing. This is an Enderman that enjoys his life right now. Is that it? Wrong way? Did I go the wrong way? Really? I think I maybe have gone the wrong way. What the fuck is this then? Hang on a second. What is this? Oh, we were getting frogs from here. I remember. We were getting frogs from here. Okay. Memory unlocked. All right, let's go back. Wait, let me go back to the... We have a whole nether hub. I think that Brownish probably connected himself to the nether hub as well. The much searched for jungle. Remember how I found this tiny ass swamp that was like literally 2 brown blocks in the middle of the ocean? That was fun. Yep. Ooh, changes. Last time I remember this was in the oh my goodness. Hang on. I can find my way out. You give me a scaffolding, we can climb out, we can go up. I have not been in here for a long time. Let's look at what Brownish is doing here. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. That is very... Oh shit. Okay, I have not been here in a long time. Look at this guy. Oh, I have a... Look at that. My hat makes a shadow. That's so cute. Ah, a snow farm. I get it. This is... Oh my goodness. This is a lot of things that happened here. My last time I was here, this was just a couple buildings. This is awesome. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do look in the server in the logs because I do wanna most importantly ban people who are trying to like scan and get into the server. But I also was seeing in the logs in the process that you were in the server for the last few months. Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome. This is so cool. I love this vibe. I love this little bench. This is very cool. And the shaders add, holy shit. And there you go, particles, game-based particles. It's actually good it's nighttime right now because they are out and they add the ambiance so well. This is really cool. This is really cool. I love this. I love this little design with the hopper too. That's very smart actually. I never realized that the hopper connects so well to fence post. Are you kidding me? I didn't realize that the hopper's little funnel is like the exact same dimensions as the fence post. That is nuts. Wow, that unlocks possibilities. Holy shit. This is really cool. Really, really cool. Oh, look at this. Party's all here. No, this is awesome, Brownish. Holy shit. Okay, this wasn't why... I didn't expect to have to stop here for so long, but here we are. Really cool. Oh my god. House for the doggo. Hi, buddy. Gnarls Barkley. Gnarls Barkley. Cool stuff. Cool beans. Cool beans. I love this. Sorry I'm walking around your house uninvited. There you go. There you go. We also have shelves with this version. aka vertical slabs if you prefer. This is so cool. This is really cool. Wow, I love every single bit of it. Little hidey hole. I hear the ghast. I hear the ghast. I hear the ghast. I don't know where it is, but I hear it. This is awesome. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Okay. It's fine. I'm distracted a little bit. It's fine. Food. I need food. Actually, come to think of it, we did make a portal to that village, right? Because we were taking we were taking the goats from there, right? Wait, this door is also cool. Oh yeah, this is the Temple of Time. This is so cool. This is very cool. I love this. We did, I mean, I don't know if we took... Oh, I walked the wrong way. That's what happened. Okay. I understand. Oh. Yeah, it's a very nice armor stand trickery. Do you use armor poser? Yeah. We added a mod that lets you move around the armor stands. I don't remember how to activate it. Mishakes has been using it quite significantly. Haven't tried it, seems daunting. I think if you just remove the one on the bottom, this should link up directly to this one. I can try it right now if you want to, actually. If I break it, I'll fix it, I promise. It's like it just doesn't have to have... It shouldn't have any other portals below, and it should automatically reconnect. Shift and right click, yeah. Maybe it was that. I think like if I just break this... Oh, hello, buddy. Jesus Christ. Calm down. Holy fucking shit. I think it touched me by accident, and that caused Thorns to aggro him. My bad. If you thought you see something, no, you didn't. You didn't see anything. Actually, I didn't do anything to that Enderman. You know what? When I stream Minecraft, I actually don't use the splits, which are usually on the top right on this layout. So I can maybe just move the config to be right aligned instead of left aligned. Let's see. Yep, there you go. So that works. Easy, no problem. No problem. My preview size, spawnable chunks, font scale, coordinate format, HUD alignment, top right. And I should be able to change this to... Where is it? No, this is not it. To just 4. There you go. That fills in the space nicely. There is no top right corner that's unused right now. I think that works nicely. All right, where's the portal I'm thinking of right now? Because like if Brownish's village is here, is it this guy? Let me see. Because I remember I also had one portal to the area that I wanted to... Yeah, this is an area I don't know who wrote that. Maybe it's the opposite. I don't know. I feel like it was near where Brownish is, but I don't see the portal that we could have left there. I have no idea. Actually, when I fly, that's very cute. Okay. I'm thinking of this like mountain range that had like, there was like mountains around and there was like the snowy area in the middle. We found goats there eventually. Yeah, where's my copper cape actually? That's a more important question. Did we leave a sign? Maybe we left a sign on the system here. Hang on. Where am I? Who is this? That's not us. This is, I think, Norby. City Mansion Ice Biome. Woodland Mansion. Wait. Region with powdered snow. Maybe that's it. Portal to winter biome with powder snow. No, this is an area where I was farming. Actually, I was farming powder snow. Okay, so this is not it. There was one more thing here. There was? Was it? Was there? Oh. Oh, there is a very distant portal there. Maybe it's that. Maybe that's it. Oh yeah. I mean, all these cauldrons. Yeah. I do want to actually make like a more proper lava farm area as well, because we did take down the lava that we had collection system. This is not it as well. This is the mansion we found originally, and then there was like the pale garden right here. So this is also not it. Ow. Maybe. I don't think we were done with it. Yeah. I feel like it's not in this direction. I feel like it's in the totally opposite direction. All right, let me just go here and see what other branches we have. I think this is the city or something. Place designated for city. And I think this is desert village where we found camels. Okay, yeah. Hello, welcome. How you doing? We did, but I think we just went in the direction of... I don't know, man. There's been so many things. I need to open a map for this server. Woodland Mansion, city. All right, good to know, good to know. Beautiful winterland with goats. Hold, pause. Beautiful winterland with goats. Sounds awesome. Sounds like it. It sounds like it. It has to be it. We are doing everything except for exploring the copper golems, so... yeah, there it is. This is it, yeah. Yeah. So I think you see the vision. Right, let me just not die in powder snow. Let me climb. But I think you see the vision. We have a little bit of an area here. I think we could make something wintry. I think we could do something with this. I think we could make like a little winter place where we have a little winter spot and we have a little winter life. And I'm about to freeze to death. 1 second. Okay. Can I climb this from here? Or is it just powdered snow? There you go. You see the vision. I imagine a small village with Christmas shit. Whoops. We're fine. It is a bit hilly. I agree. We could probably dig out some space here and make this a little Christmas tree square with a couple of houses around it or something. I think we can probably make it work. So now we know where it is. Perfect. All right, let's go to the copper golems. Yeah, let's go to the copper golems. I do want to look at them finally, and the shells and shit. Play around with this. Okay. How? So, first things first. I want to go we're gonna probably use the hall I have for the where is copper? Right here. We're gonna probably use the hall we have for the train station, and we're gonna play around there. I will actually wait, stop. Come back. I need chests. I probably need chests. And some items. My general idea is that I would like to, because okay, let's start with what is happening here. This storage system is purely redstone. They added copper golems. Copper golems can store things. I think that there's still use for this, because if I want to have a mid quantity of some items that are like supposed to be at hand, I can just put this here. There's so much other shit in the game that making a build like this for every single item in the game is straight up not feasible. So, but with a copper golem can put items into chests in a little different fashion. You can do filtering a little different way, which we were figuring out, which Michix is working on right now. Actually, let's see there. Let's look there. Let's look there. Because that will explain a lot. Hi. So her idea was to have a little counter here. This used to be her storage system. This is now work in progress. Please do not rate the final product based on this work in progress snapshot. There will be a copper golem here at the start. There will be a copper chest here, and the golem will take the item, bring it to appropriate chest. The appropriate chest will have a filter connected, like kind of like this, that is like loaded with items here. And whenever a copper golem looks in a chest, I know what it does. It looks at the chest, looks what items are in the chests, and tries to match the item to the chest, essentially. So if you leave one single slot and fill it with one item of each type here, copper golem will go, oh, this item is in this chest. I can put these 16 items I have in my hand right here, and we'll just drop them off. And then this system takes over, because this chest will have this funnel. The funnel will go to one of these areas, which are per dependent, per different type of a category of items, I guess. I don't know exactly how much plans to sort this. I know she has a great idea for it, probably. And there will be another copper golem in here that will grab an item from an incoming chest and will go, huh, okay, this goes here. Huh, okay, this goes here. Per loose categories. Yeah, exactly. So each little area like this will have a little copper golem running around in its little space. This will, I presume, is like deep enough so that the copper golem doesn't pathfind itself out of here. Yeah, exactly. So like this area has another copper golem. This area has another copper golem. This area has another one. This area has another one. It's like all the little sections. And this one will have another one. Yeah, this all small section how FPS burning this system gonna be? Not much. Copper golems are actually just mobs in the game. They're not that heavy. They're just little, like a copper golem is a guy. It's just imagine a mob in the game. That's all there is to it. It's just a little guy that runs around and grabs items from one place to another. Lives to grab items, loves grabbing items, loves moving items and sorting them. And that's their whole purpose. So this is like the great idea that Michix is working on. I would like to do something a little bit different. Now let me just move this to then shift to what I have here and my ideas. I would like to, because I have this initial system here, right? You come in here, you come back, you have these chests, you can put your shulker boxes in here on the very top. You can put your loose items here if you want to. They are very cute little guys. You'll see one in just a second. I just want to finish explaining what I'm doing. What I want to eventually do. So you have this chest, you drop the items here. This redstone system that I built on stream a while ago grabs this all and sends these items, at the end of the day, sends these items through this pipe here, through this water pipe here. And this water pipe takes it all the way on a round trip through the whole system of chests we have. And the items make their way up on top, circle around, drop down here, up in the bottom, circle around, and eventually, if they don't get into any of the categories I made for them, which there is a limited collection of categories, of course, if they don't make their way, they end up in a big junk mess, as I like to call it, which is the unsorted items chest. So anything that doesn't have a home, so like for example, I don't know, this sandstone, I can like grab 13 of it, right? And I can show you, I have 13 sandstone, I have 5 card pumpkins. I'm gonna drop these in the system. The system is gonna work its magic. Go click, click, click. You can see the items flow there. And the pumpkins are coming their way as well. These items go all their way here. They'll eventually fall down here. They didn't fit in any top chests, but this is a chest for the smooth sandstone. So the smooth sandstone will start stacking here. But the pumpkins don't have a dedicated chest, so they end up right here at some point, probably in this slot. Eventually, when the items make their way through the whole system. Yeah, there you go. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now I want to prevent that. With copper golems, I want to prevent that. So my idea is that instead of shoving this all into these 3 chests, which are just a buffer at the end, which I just kind of added in there and I still dread using them, I'm going to add probably a whole new like basement floor below. I still don't have the exact idea how I want to build this, but I do have a lot of space going down. Here is just rocks. There's just nothing there. It's just rock. So I'm thinking of adding like another floor of storage, which would end up at hands of a copper golem that would eventually do something similar to what Michix is doing. So moving items from one first chest to one of the sword chests, and one of those sword chests into whatever target chest it's gonna be. I don't exactly know yet how it's gonna work, but this is the main idea. I want another floor here. But first, I need to find out what copper golems do. And so we can move on and start doing that right now. I did not grab wood. I got so distracted. I did not grab any wood and I did not make any chests. 1 second. Ow. So let's go here. This is a secluded area. How does this work on survival? I just do this and I just do this. Exactly. This is the copper golem. Look at him. He's already looking in the chest. And there's nothing there. And he's just chilling. Hi, buddy. Look at him. Just a little fella. Yeah, exactly. So now look at this. I can do something along those lines. I can place a chest here. And I can place a chest here. And I can place a chest here. And in this chest, I will place these ender pearls. And in the chest, I will place this grass block. And in this chest, actually, you know what? It will be better if I place them in the corner here. And in this chest, I'll add some meat here. I'll add some of those carrots here. You know, whatever. And in this chest, I'll place the rest of this copper. And the carved pumpkins, let's say. Yeah. And a torch. Whatever, doesn't matter. So now, let's put this, I don't know, this is just like an example. So now, let me grab a couple of these chests so that we can actually see. If I put things in this chest, this guy should start working his way. Look at him. He has chests. He's going. What's he gonna do? He looks in this chest, realizes there are chests in here, puts them in here. He looks at the next item. Grabs 16 of copper. Looks in here. Oh, fuck. There's no copper here. Maybe here. Shit. No copper here either. Okay, how about this? Oh, sorry. Oh, there is copper here. Let me add this copper here. What's there? More copper? I got you. The slowness of them is that they are always going from the nearest to the furthest chest. So they are, like, their path is predictable. It is slow because, like, it realized copper is here and he put copper here. But he doesn't have, like, memory in terms of this copper will be here. I can keep adding to this. Okay, he has meat. This meat doesn't go here. He has this pork chop here. Oh, sorry. And he saw it and he added it here. He essentially adds the items. When he sees an item in a chest, he puts the item in his end there. If not, keeps on going. If there's an empty chest, then he's gonna drop off the item and come back to the main chest instantly. So, like, if I put an empty chest, okay, yeah, he's going through it, yeah. If I put an empty chest here now. Yeah, he just dropped it off because there was no items in there. So he figured he can just as well drop it off. So he'll just start dropping the items here, right? Yeah. Yeah, but now because this chest is no longer empty, he saw there's pork chop, so he's gonna just keep on looking for the next chest, and he found this one. Okay, so let me stop distracting him. Let me put this chest. You get the general idea, right? He's just running around, matching item to his hand with the item in the chest and putting it in. Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's very cute that he, like, doesn't look into the chest while you're looking in the chest. He's just gonna wait for you. Makes sense, so he doesn't, like, pull the items from your face, from the front of your face. He's just gonna, you know. Well, can I do this? Oh, I can't. Okay. And now he's free roaming. Now he's chilling. But I don't think he's gonna walk away far away from this chest. He just saw me open it here, so he's gonna check on it. Yeah. Look at him. I think what is also important is that you can see that he did not add to this stack of chests that I had here. He put them in a separate spot, which is how you can make filtering work as well. Because you can, this is something that came out from Michake's experiments when I was looking at them on her stream. But the way I understand it is you can just fill this chest from the back to the front with items, like one item each. And when you leave that one, like I showed that thing that on Michake's area, like when you have this one slot empty, and there is one item that matches any of these that he has, you know, in his hand, he will just drop them in this chest and you can just pull them with hoppers and pass them along further, essentially. It's a very simple way to organize your base. I banged the microphone, I'm sorry. To organize items in your base, whether it's early game or at any point in game, honestly. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Question number B. Chest. Uh-oh. I need answers. Hang on. Okay, I will need a couple of other answers as well, but first things first. Oh, actually, this is a good question. Does he only look in chests? Let's see. Will he add these fireworks to my shulker box? No. He only looks in the chests. He doesn't look in shulker boxes. Fascinating. You tested this? Okay, I was also at work at the same time. Okay, so shulker boxes remain my own, essentially. But, and this is a cool idea I just had. You can imagine a little platform for the shulker box, which is connected with hoppers to a filter like that. And I could, for example, have a chest like a filter like that, which will have a bunch of items connected to redstone, and I can just place this and it refills it automatically. Like hoppers will pass along the items to the chest anyway. Yeah, you just, I mean, if you want to switch so yeah, there are two ways to do this. You can either just slash them, or you can, there's like a little button on the right. You can press that button after you slash everybody inside there, and the other guys will just fall to their death and drop the items automatically. But slashing, if you have looting, is way faster, and it gives you XP. So if you're just there and you don't plan on AFKing, you can just slash them and they'll just drop the items for you. I said that idea, but now I'm not sure because you don't have looting. I think that will still be a little faster. I don't know. You can kill them all and then, like, at the last, I don't know, switch it over so that it keeps dropping gold. I don't know. Up to you, really. Both ways will give you gold, essentially. That restocking thing I talked about has one flaw, which is that you can't really... The thing... Can I help you? She's like, sorry, man, I gotta keep sorting. Is there anything in there? Oh, fuck. Okay, nah. The thing I have in mind has like one small problem, and that is the fact that I don't have an easy way to actually do this because hoppers only have 5 item slots in them. Unless I activate it somehow. I don't know. I was thinking of something and I don't know if that idea will actually work, but regardless, where are my rockets, buddy? Where did he put them? Did I put them in my box? Wait. Do I have them in my... No. Buddy, where are the rockets? Am I silly? What did you do with the rockets, buddy? Did he toss them in the lake or something? That would be funny. That would be funny as fuck. I don't know. Though they were just 2 rockets. Doesn't matter. Alright, let me try another thing. I need to test a couple of other things. Ow. It's okay. I can fly. I can control my flying skills. There we go. There we go. Here, let's take a couple of these guys, because this is something that's gonna be probably also crucial. Let me get some glass in one. Let me get some sandstone. Let me get some clay. Yeah, whatever. That should be good enough. Let me go to sleep as well, so that we don't have any monster surprises. I lit up the area. Can't guarantee you that it was perfectly lit up, so... I must have put them somewhere. I have no idea where he could have done this. Maybe he's still holding them. Did he find another chest maybe? Actually, that would be... I don't think he wandered that far. What is this? Oh. Don't realize I... Oh. He did wander that far. Oh. This is so funny. I think this is the funniest thing. I was yapping about like bullshit and this game, and he was just like, all right, here, I don't fucking care. So funny. So funny. All right, let me see. So I want to see what happens now. First of all, let me empty this. How does this work? Do you pick up shulker boxes? You do. Which is great, because that also means he picks up non-stackables. I don't think the monsters are interested in him. Yeah, exactly. All right, what's gonna happen to the second one? I love his little head spin, by the way. Okay, so he of course matched these because these are 2 light gray shulker boxes. So now what happens if I add the regular shulker box into the mix? Hi, buddy. You're doing great. We're getting to know each other. Come on. I'm talking so much. I'm yapping. Oh, shit. Yeah, you should do that. Did my stream disconnect or something? Yeah. Oh, no. No, you can give it to me, buddy. Can you just... Okay, you can right-click on him to get the item from him. That's really cute. Okay. So, different types of shulker boxes are different items. It makes sense because it says gray shulker box, black shulker box underneath in the little grayed out text. So, that makes sense. Now, my question is... what happens if we have 2 shulker boxes of the same color but different contents, you know? So, for example, this one will be having clay and this one will be having cut sandstone. Get to work, buddy. Yeah, first one that goes is cut sandstone because it was first on the list. I love the headspin. It's so funny. This is empty, so he'll probably put it here. Yeah, okay. Now, what's gonna happen with this is my question. Because I don't know how exactly the game treats like shulker boxes filled with different items. That's my big concern here. He added it. Okay. So the color matters, but the contents do not matter. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. And I assume this actually works in the same exact way as... in the same exact way as other items, so he's gonna just drop it off here, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, fascinating. All right, how about non-stockables? I have here 2 picks with different durability on them and different names in them. For the simplicity sake, I'm just gonna empty this chest. He grabbed the pickaxe. This is an empty chest, so the pickaxe goes here. Okay, it's the item type, not the item name. Okay. Okay. Radical, big rad. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, another question. Sorry, dude, I didn't put anything in there. I'm so sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Have a good day. He looks at me like, why would you do this to me? Okay, How do I make more copper chests is my next question. And I have to guess, don't tell me. I have to guess you can craft them. Okay, is it just this? No. Is it? No. Actually. Okay. All right. Clever. And you can double it. Okay, you can double it. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. It is nice that the game gives you a free chest with the golem when it spawns. I know they age as well, and I know that you have to... Yeah, you age. And they turn into statues. I think... Isn't he aging already a little bit, actually? Is it just my imagination? Maybe not. I should also say that by aging, I don't mean that they're gonna die, but they're gonna turn into a copper statue. And you can restore them. They the same color? Okay. Just the shadow? Yeah. Okay. I wish the recipe book worked. Because the recipe book sometimes has issues. Okay, buddy. Cool. We're gonna get far. We're gonna go far and wide with this. Other things in the side update, actually. There were a couple of new recipes that we got, including but not limited to the magical... Uh-oh. Well, I probably need wood anyway. I can borrow some from my extra supply here. I'm guessing. Is it slabs? No. No, they don't pick up things off the ground. They only pick up things from this. I can like drop a thing and he won't care. He only looks in this chest essentially. But that's partially to like make it, you know, to like make it so that like stuff on the ground remains on the ground. Cause like there are many things like my system over there, which relies on items flowing around. So that he would probably disrupt that, which will be not nice. Is it this? No. Is it like a... Okay. Door? No. Okay, I don't have enough things. Wait, do I have to just pick up the wood again? Will that trigger the game to refresh the recipe or... Huh. Is it like this? That's the chiseled bookshelf. This is a door. Okay, I give up. Stripped logs. Oh my god. Okay, stripped logs. I get it. Stripped logs. I found it. Yeah, I was looking for shelves. Actually, I'm gonna go look for sleep for a second. Ow. Just so we don't get disrupted by bodies. Right, I left all my food there. So what they said is that gotta strip some logs. There you go. Oak shelf. This thing has some potential as well because this is literally the first time we have vertical slabs in the game. Because if you look at it from this side, this is a vertical slab essentially. And I think that's pretty cool. But also it has the amazing feature of being a shelf. What that means is that if you place them here, for example, I can just place my items here and then pick them up and then swap them around, which is really cool. But then I think there is also an option of actually, let me just grab the whole collection. There's also an option of like powering them with the redstone. So like, this is not the item I wanted. Hang on. Yeah. So what happens if I click on this now? It's the end of my toolbar. It replaces the end of my toolbar, which makes sense because most people keep tools on the front of the toolbar and the usable blocks are on the back. But if I connect all of them, then it's gonna be the last 6 slots. Yeah. This is pretty cool. And this is the whole toolbar, right? No matter what item I'm on. Yeah. This is cool. This is cool. I had a loose idea about these. Because if you do this, you essentially have reels. If you're catching my drift, you know? So now my question is, can I just put items in here like this? Okay, it moves the items. So what happens if I do 1, 2, 3? Yeah, okay. Hi, Soccer. Doing good. How are you? Boom. Boom. No. I think it works. I think it just stacks them. Like if they're different items, they still work. Okay. What about? Because this is awesome and cool. If we can I just place it like? No, that's not what I wanted. They have to be on the edge, right? Yeah. They always snap to the end of the block. Yeah. Right, the goal is 3 of the same item, so you can't. So yeah, you're right. Actually, it will just stack them. What about from the top? Because I assume this will also work, right? Oh, well, this looks stupid, but. Yeah, okay, it works the same. And if I add another one, it will just stack it. Okay. You are a little limited with what you can do with this, but that's not that bad. How about how about the other way then? If I because I assume that if I place the hopper here, and I'll just add an item here, yeah, it gets sucked out. Okay. This is stupid that I don't have like a another way to like pull items off of this, because this is like, you know, I guess a payout little shelf where payout would eventually appear. But yes, I'm thinking of making a casino in this game. Yeah, of course I am. How to empty? How to empty? How to empty? Huh. How to empty? Other than having the thing here, because like I can't place it on the edge, right? Like I can't just, yeah. Put it in a gas station. That would be very funny if I had like a little casino there, a little slot machine there. Listen, I wish we could just place it on the edge here. I really wish. But that's not possible. So like essentially what I'm trying to say is that, what I'm trying to say that if I ever wanted to do this, there's actually so much limited space here. Because like if you put this here, and you say you want to make like a casino, this has to be locked until it shows the result and you press a button again. Actually, that's also an interesting check. If I like say, let's move this chest for a little bit. If I like say do this, right? Like this is our slot machine, right? Awesome vibes, awesome design. Whatever. Slot machine vibes, right? Dark room, whatever. How would I even want to wire this, you know? I would need to lock this chest. I need a button. I don't have a button. I need a button. Very old-timey wooden slot machine, you know? Stone button. Perfect. I knew I had one laying around somewhere. Yeah, Majix is right. There will have to be non-stackables. And I would have to... I guess maybe this hopper could go down. Oh, actually... Can I... Let me do it from this side. Let me just check. Yeah, okay. Let's say I have the button here. And pressing it makes game go. First of all, enable true. Still enabled. Perfect. Yeah, okay, awesome. Oh, wait, but this does... it doesn't matter. Okay, for now it doesn't matter. So if I want to invert this, and if I want to place a little bit of a wire here, you know what? Let me free up some slots here. Boom. Let me just place these here. It doesn't matter right now. Offload this. So if I placed a little bit of a wire here, yeah, this only disables the one at the bottom. Okay, this one still is disabled. I could try digging down here, but I need to bring the items back up then. Hang on. Okay, I don't know why I did that actually, but whatever. Let's try that again. I wanted to get that hopper. Hoppers are expensive. So now this one is disabled, so that when there is a... I don't know. Pickaxe thing. What if I do this? It's actually a perfect little time. That's so funny. So this would solve getting the things out. You'd have to have a way to roll this back up. When it's clearly a liquid. I don't know. Gas is finally under $3 a gallon. Congrats, I would say. Here it's... last I checked, it was €80 per liter. Which, if you want to get a price per gallon, I can tell you. Liter to gallon. Or I should go the other way around. Gallon to liter. Yeah. Let's go with 190. Yeah, it's about 7.1 euros per gallon, essentially. So guess it's a little more expensive on this side of the world, but that's just how it is. Unfortunately. Anyway. This would have to be wired to... Well, I want to pass this up. Is it right? Yes, it is. I remember that too. Yeah, we start with premium. I forgot. Like our regular is US premium. I totally forgot about that. That this is also the thing. Anyway. How would to be the easiest to make it? Like if I just make... Actually, you know what? What would be even easier? If this was already a dropper. But then, no. Actually, no. I can't do it that easily. Because if it's just 9 items in there... Yeah, there are ways to make random machines in Minecraft. I think the way I would like to have is I would like to have 3 separate reels. And 3 separate reels would be 3 separate droppers. But then 3 separate droppers means you have to have separate systems to discover whether the result is correct. Oh, this gets complex real fast. I think I should probably do this in creative, honestly. First. But it is doable. It is doable. I think it is doable to do a little casino in this. I'd like to make it also so that you can like give it like diamonds or something, or emeralds, like gamble with emeralds would be funny, I think. Anyway, something to think about. I think for now we're gonna drop the towel on this, and I'll eventually make like a casino making stream when I have an actual area for it. Oh, whoops. Here, let me organize. Oops. This can go here. The rest of this stuff, I will just get it to the sorter. I'll carry these by hand. I know where they go. Hi, buddy. Enjoy your time. I'll find you a spot someday. That was finicky. Alright. Sketchy is the word I wanted to use, actually. Okay. There's only one shulker box that's full of stuff. That's this one. No, that's my personal chests. They stay here. I still put some things manually in those chests because, you know, because it's not easy to make everything as sortable as like that. So items flowing. Okay. How much space do I have actually? Let's see. Let's start digging. Let's just start digging. Let's see what possibilities do we have. How do I want to make this work even actually? Do I want to just make a staircase down here? Like make a staircase. Well, this is gonna be actually going in, like interfering with this spot. How would I want to go about this? Because I'll be honest, I never expected a copper golem would be added to the game. So here we are. I could make it like a two-sided staircase that's like off center, but I don't know if I really badly want that actually. But like also this side is not really like used. So let's see, let's start digging. Yeah, you know. Oh no, what the fuck is this? What's in here? What? Oh, okay, this connects to the outside like this. Okay, interesting. I don't know when this was made. I don't know who made this even, but there's clearly someone here. Okay. Doesn't matter. We can build around this. We can build around this. It's fine. So staircase here. Presumably we could make it with slabs. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. Let me grab some slabs. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. This is why you have a storage system. So you can just use it, you know? Let me see, how many steps is this? It's like, from here it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. That's not gonna be nice. 5, 6. And that unfortunately means this corridor has to like wrap around. Maybe make like something glass here. One. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Oops. this point, I think this should probably also go. Do I like that? Let me do what I did over there in the middle, actually, just to give it a little bit of a more pronounced contrast here. So if I place a block here, block here, block here, block, what am I doing? Right, wrong. Block here. Yeah, something like that. Okay. This is bad. If this was like actually, you know, actually like mark, like I'd have to figure out something here. Maybe place some like fences or like signs or whatever, like not like Brownish did. This is so silly. Could fill this at least a little bit. I don't know if I would like to fill the whole thing, but you know, at least create like a shelf. Oh, dark. Okay. Okay, and now what? Now we're going outside this way. Actually, is this spawnable? I don't think so, but I'd rather check. Nope. Do Pokemon get Polish names, or do you keep the English ones? We keep the English ones. I don't think we have any Polish, specific Polish names. I know that like France does some shit, but we never did. It's I want to say it's been cheaper to dub this way for them. They wouldn't have to come up with anything special in particular, but at the same time, I really don't mind the fact that this is the way this is gone. Yeah, I have to imagine the same thing. I have to imagine Pokemon would really not ever take off in Poland if we had like actually Polish Pokemon names in there. I can imagine it would be, oh, oops. I can imagine it would be a little bit of an annoyance. Have you seen Polish? Jakes recently read me, or sent me rather, a video. Oh my god, I wanted to show this on stream and I totally forgot. But I can do it now. Amongst the birthday gifts, I got one gift from my beloved, amazing fiancé. And the fans of the playthrough we did last will probably recognize. Oh, sorry for the ring light. This is so cool. I cannot describe on how many levels this is a cool. This art is cool. It's cool. Okay. She's so cool. She drew this. She drew this. This is me. So this is me, Big Boss Solid Snake. It's so cool. Are you kidding me? Solid Loki, something like that. Now all we need is Hasfar to show him to. Although, yeah, now all we need is Hasfar to see this. But Hasfar is in New York, I think, or something. So. It's so hard to make him look mean. Thank you. Trying my best. So this is the floor, I guess. Yeah, this is the floor. Okay, I'm digging a little too far, but that's fine. Oh, I broke the torch. There we go. Actually, I should probably just place it here so that it doesn't... Hello, guys. Enjoy your time squeaking. Game will eventually despawn them, probably, so... Actually, how far away are we here from... Ah, not that far. Getting a little view on this waterfall would be kind of nice, actually. Maybe I should, like, expand this into something larger. Like a separate room. Or like a workshop room or something. That would be also cool. Here, let me keep this here as well so that I know how the rock line went. Polish smile. I tried to unlearn that. Polish people are so fucking sad, dude, sometimes. Not by choice, but like this, everybody's face is just sad. I love you means kocham cię.
Kocham cię.
There you go. So, let me see here. One, two, three. No, one more. This is the center. Everything is along this center. Okay, I need to see which level is this on. The lowest it reaches is 58. So 58 is
29.
29. I'm gonna add you one more. If you want to say someone is 29 years old, you can just make it a one word. 29-letni. So wait, this is 58 is here. So let's say here, yeah. So I can break these blocks. I can break these blocks. Wait. No, I can't break these blocks. I can break these blocks. So this is as tall as the ceiling can be in this area. Let me just dig forward here. Let's get the baseline going. Yeah, okay, there we go. There's the ceiling. Oh, that's the beacon. Actually, you know what? This is not bad because gives me access to the beacon room. This is like an extra access to the beacon room. I could easily make this a piece of this area and like actually add this room to the whole build. 29-letni, yeah, it's one word. Polish is, I mean, I think both Polish and German have their ways in terms of ruining people's lives when it comes to learning them. However, I do also claim that German is a little easier because of the nature of being a Germanic language. Polish is way more annoying about that. Imagine. This is the center line? No, this is the... Yeah, no, this is the center line. Okay. So, wait, this opens like here by 2, so this... actually is a good shape that could also open that by 2. Yeah, this is a storage system right there. I think, Norby, I genuinely think your English is way better than a bunch of people in Poland. Or as a matter of fact, in other places in the world as well. I think you'll give yourself enough credit. I think you managed just fine when we saw each other IRL eventually. Listen, all things considered, we never really like sat down and learned Polish together. And I think we should both just eventually do that. Because it's embarrassing? Well, I'm sorry. I'll try to be less embarrassing then. This should be dragged out like this a little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm the embarrassing one, says who? Let me try keeping this shape here. This goes out from the flat because I assume this ended up in the same spot, right? I didn't mess this up. Let me break these so I can like have a comparison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't add these. That's why I was confused. Oops. There you go. So from here, yes, these are the same spots. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it drops by 1 on the remaining 2. One, 2, 3, 4, and these 2 we're dropping 2 slabs. Boom, 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 boom. This goes here. There are slabs in the middle, marking the middle. I think this probably can just go through here. Boom, 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 boom. Slab, 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 slab. Awesome. Yeah, I'll buy it. Give me the call. Whatever. Coal vines in this game are fucking impossible. They're so long. This was actually a short one. Sansa's new getting my attention meta is standing next to me in complete silence and staring holes into my skull until I turn around and she assumes a power stance, and that's so funny. So what does Sansa actually desire? Food, yeah. I actually don't know how that plays out with Here, let me break these. She gets round 2 right now, yeah. Here, let's be optimal. Actually, this is my bad. This is not what I wanted to do. Well, I want to break these guys. Flip the holes. Break these guys. Yeah, okay. Oops. Yeah. Let me drop off some of the stone. Grab up for this. Some of this gravel, some of this. This is why I made this system. So I can just do that and they end up in the place where they belong. And I don't have to worry about them anymore. Copper is now valuable. So let me collect that real fast. Actually, I changed my mind. Give me like a stack back. I need it. Thank you. So this would be... I mean, I placed sandstone. Eventually, this will have to be textured. I just want like a general idea for them. Of a spot. I could crush a sub like that. Me too. Yeah, I honestly didn't have many of those, but when we visited the US, we did have some, and I do miss them as well. I wish I had some. Among many things that the United States does wrong, food is not the things that the United States does wrong. And if anyone has a different opinion, I am sorry, you're wrong. In Denmark, we don't live in Denmark. We live in the Netherlands. And it's the Netherlands have their own versions of their own bread, essentially. They like, and I'm not gonna say it's bad, but there's like also, I want to say, some gaps in resume, if I may call it like that. They do pastries pretty well, I gotta say. Yeah, they do pastries pretty well, but there is like a general I think in general it's like food is just not that big of a part of Dutch culture, I would say. You don't have like, food is not necessary, it's less treated as like a pleasant thing and more of a just thing that fuels you for the day, and you just, you know, get on with the day. Eat a quick breakfast, go on with the road, you know, and such. And that's not necessarily the good thing, because I feel like Poland, we are both coming from places where food culture is quite big, quite strong. Poland has a pretty solid, its own food culture. There's a bunch of different things that Poles do easier and harder, which are like good, which are, I mean, I might be a little biased because, you know, but I want to say that Michix didn't not enjoy them when, you know, when she was living in Poland with me temporarily, by like earlier. I like this shape a little bit. However, here we are both kind of like unhappy, I would say. Because like that's like a big downside for us here, because we have a really hard time finding good things. And it might be partially because we are, you know, because of where we live. But it also might be partially because, like, I don't know. Recently, when my family was here, they wanted to take us out for dinner somewhere. And they were, like, trying to find a place that looked reasonable enough to go to for dinner. And there was basically nothing. We couldn't find anything that would potentially be a reasonable food place. And I mean, there are food places, there are restaurants in the center, there are like of our city, you know, like there's like a bunch of things. But like all these things feel like they're just on like one mood, one same mood kind of deal, you know? Essentially designed for you not to like go there to enjoy it or like to be extremely good. It's just designed for you to eat food, to fuel yourself up and continue on. And that's just how it is. We didn't really expect this to be such a big problem, but it does make us a little sad. If we want to like eat something specific, we can't. And every time we go like to, it sounds cold, but it kind of is the reality, you know? Like, and we whenever we like go to the US, we always like see this stark difference to the US or to you know, to Poland. We always like stock up on stuff. Whereas here, even like fast food places take away things that are like good for, that we like, that taste good, because they just don't sell well, you know? Or because it's cheaper to not sell that specific thing. We used to love to sometimes get a breakfast from, out of all places, McDonald's, because they were the only place in the country which sold American-style breakfast sausage. But eventually, Dutch McDonald's gave us, like, eliminated the only reason we were ever considering going there, which was they replaced the breakfast McMuffin with sausage. They replaced it with a McMuffin with beef, because it's cheaper for them to not order the American-style breakfast sausage, but instead to just use the beef patties in its place for breakfast muffins and such. We tried it once, we hated it. That was the end of McDonald's journey in this country. Not to mention McDonald's has its own problems that we also already had, you know, so yeah. Yeah, McMuffin with beef. Yeah, beef egg McMuffin, to be exact. Yeah, that's the big thing in the US. There's like so many options wherever you are. Honestly. Wherever you are, we can, whether it's a smaller city or a larger city, you can just get good food, like good tasting food. Whether it's like good for you, that's a totally separate story, of course. But at the same time, every food nourishes your body. That's a very strong thing that Michakes is behind, and I do support it as well. And I don't find anything wrong in sometimes eating something that's maybe not considered good for you, quote unquote, but it tastes good. It's just pleasant, you know. And that's the thing, like Weisswurst for breakfast. People in Poland as well. Weisswurst is like, we have a similar very thing. It's kind of like inherited from olden days, you know, but yeah. Things Europe needs to steal from the US. Breakfast sausage, window screens, stoplights on the opposite side of the street. The third one, some countries do. Nordics especially do this. We saw these in Sweden. We saw these, I think, I'm pretty sure I saw like that Norway and Finland also do these. And they make sense, I agree. Like opposite side of the street stoplights. Those work. Yeah, Weisswurst for Easter, yeah. With Żurek, yeah. It's good, but it's not the same as the American style, like breakfast sausage. Window screens, more and more people do this. I think that partially stems from the fact that we just never really had to ventilate as much. But with climate change and all that cool stuff, you know. Unfortunately, people steal only bad things from the US, like private healthcare. Nobody wants to steal any good things from the US, just the bad things. Maybe I should not bother with this like that. Maybe I should just do this. Oh, I also wanted to... I think these guys, yeah. These guys. So many good things you could take instead, like counting floors from in a building from one. Well, I mean, this is just your mistake that you think that the ground floor is like a floor above the ground, when it clearly is a ground floor. I want to say you are wrong, but you're right. I'm sorry you're wrong, Willow. I'm very sorry. It's okay though. It's okay to be wrong. We don't shame people in this channel for being wrong. You are not on the 0th floor? No, you're on the ground floor. And the first floor is the floor that's the first above the ground floor. This is what we do to entertain ourselves. We have little beefs about things like that. Because they do not matter ultimately. Who the fuck cares what floor number you're counting from, you know? I don't want to keep building in this direction. I think that this place... Oops. I think this corner deserves a... Oops. Deserves a little bit of a wraparound here. So like if I do this... Waiting. See, this is my problem. You're missing a whole number in between 1 and -1. Thank you, Willow. Thank you so much. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Maybe further stairs, maybe not. I don't know. All right. I think that this is cool that we have like a little bit of a entrance to the beacon area now. I think I can probably patch up this since we're here. We don't need to get the Redstone Guts access anymore. The whole problem is that for me a floor is you count floor as like what you added on top of the ground. That's it. And if you want to play the game about them there being stories or whatever, and that's what stories are, then you're just mixing it up improperly. Like, it's the first floor. Come on. Not the second. Morally. Okay. This is what America does to you, by the way. You can't be having that. Thanks for hanging out, Willow. Thank you for chilling. I'm gonna end soon. It is 10 p.m. I do actually want to work on something else than this basement. I just wanted to like have a general idea how to start going forward with this, and I might just here, let me also do this. What? Oh, why am I placing stone? Okay. Yeah. I will eventually follow this up. Let's do a little bit of redstone to wrap this up as well. I have a couple of things to take care of. A couple of things. One thing to take care of. We have this thing to do. I was talking about this earlier. I wanted to make this a redstone door that somehow opens. And the problem is I don't exactly know how to fully lead this here. All these doors are using the fact that they're corner doors, because I have two doors here at the end that are technical doors. This door is on the corner, so it's easy to just move two pieces and it gets back flash. This is the same story. The problem is in there because this is not like not a corner door in the same exact way. I was initially thinking I should be able to move this here, but then there is this. There's this silo here, which has its own redstone, and I'm not moving that. Absolutely not. It fits too well with the rest of the build. It has to stay. I would have to place the pistons here, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Plus, there's a problem if I place a lever here, then that lights up this light, confusing everybody. There's no reason to do that. So let's try making something a little more complex here. I'm gonna start by dropping off the rest of the sandstone I have. Okay. Let's start figuring things out. So, sticky pistons. We have our 2 blocks. Probably some torches, probably some dust. That should be enough, maybe some blocks to build upon. Let's start. So, I had a silly idea before the stream that we could do a double piston extender. Essentially, the way you do is that you have 2 pistons, and then you have another piston like that, and then you have a block like that. And when you close the door, these pistons go up, and then this piston trips into like a block or something powered here that pushes the block forward, right? Same here. We would have to do this here, but I think I can, and it won't disrupt anything if I wait. If I do this, that should work fine. Oops. There we go. There you go. So now, with these 2 blocks, if I place the torch here, this controls the torch, right? Yeah, it gets red there. Okay. Awesome. So when the torch is lit up, that means the door should be closed. Now, I know that I can just do a very simple trick here. If I place this here, and I place this like this, and I place some dust here, that should be enough to extend these 2 guys. Water isn't flowing. Extremely awesome. Extremely cool. I could be convinced to... Let me borrow a couple of extra blocks here. Could be convinced to just place... Would have to be turned off though. What if I just place a block here? Does it need to be like... No. Does this block not receive power? Or do I need another... Okay. How about here? Because these will turn off at the same time if they're just redstone. Oops. Okay. Can I... no, if I place a redstone... Oh boy. If I place some redstone... Yeah, this stays up, essentially. So this is not gonna work this way. Because this just lifts that piston, right? This doesn't even lift the piston because it's extended and stuck here. Okay. This is narrow. This is narrow. Okay, first things first. This essentially needs to be delayed a little bit. This needs to be later. This needs to happen later somehow. So I don't know if that's gonna be a good solution. It would be nice if this lever was here. Let me see if I can do it here actually, because from here I could maybe... This is still hidden. And from this spot on I could like direct the redstone a little bit better maybe. What if I place this one block lower? Like here. This will also power because the block is powered. So if I... do this. Even just like a 1 or 2 tick would be fine. Ah. Oops. This should be actually good. So now... Uh-oh. Why are you not fired? Oh, it's because this needs... No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe this is not the solution here. Hang on. Oh, no, but this is... Oi, 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 oi. This is narrow spacing here. This is... Everything is so narrow. Hey, this is the wrong block as well. I'm using these guys. Is that gonna break them? I don't think it will. And also let me know if that's gonna make it work here. Yeah. Did I mess up the directions, by the way? I totally did. It's not this part that needs to be delayed. It's the part... it's this part that needs to be delayed. I'm silly. Whoops. Okay. Let me rethink that real fast. This can go here. And this. Will this pick it up? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We have it. It's fine. Clear this up. Yeah. This goes here. And this goes here. So yeah, this is now one tick. Close enough. This might be too fast. It might need a little bit of extra time to hide. Let's give it 2 ticks. Yeah, there you go. No! I love redstone, 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 I love redstone. Oh my god, I love redstone so much. I know you're sitting, I know. Okay, not with a repeater. I understand. This is not the answer. I get it. Nope. I got this. It's fine. Please add it. Shit. Oh my god. How does one make doors like these? Oh my god. In a classic way, in a more open environment. Let me really quickly test this. Pickle Catran, this is very important emote. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. All right. It should work on the stream now. I should add something so that it retroactively applies it to the existing messages as well. It shouldn't be actually that hard. So normally when you build these doors, when there is the wall and you do it here, you have piston. Actually, I know how to do that because I already built that, and there's a little secret spot that I can test this on. I don't remember if I have a lever on me though, which is fine. We will just make a new one. I can just actually borrow one. Just borrow one here. There you go. Yeah, so you fire these pistons first. You fire these pistons first. And then you fire this. Yeah, and this is like a 4-tick delay. No, you fire these pistons last. These pistons go first, go last. Okay. I got this. I got this. It's not hard. Yeah, I thought that the pistons, when closing, the ones that do this motion should be last. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Maybe it's the matter of wiring here. So like... Hi. I did a 4-tick there. You know what? I know what the problem is. This shortcut is the problem. I gotta make it so that it fires, but not from these blocks. Like this input has to first go up there, but it has to split after this repeater. It has to split and go. I don't know if this will not break it, actually. I'm afraid this will, because the piston will move. I think it's only the back of the piston that's like immune to this. No, it's still connected, actually. It just doesn't have a visual representation. No, it's not. It's not connected. That's fascinating. Redstone. What if I... First things first, let's do this. Trying to figure this out right now. Okay, once again, these pistons have to fire first. Wait. No, these pistons fire last. First thing that fires is the one out behind there. Let me see if I can just wire this. We'll make a very simple wire here. Actually, this should be enough if I like... Oh! Thanks, Discord. Why is my Discord not in stream mode? Who would ever know? Wait. Online... for 1 hour. That should be more than enough. Actual Discord thing, yeah. When they changed to Halloween... Excuse me. They changed to Halloween once, so it's not as effective as it used to be. But they will eventually revert back to the normal ones, so... So my idea is that if I go here... This block can have...
Koto ogórek biegnie pic klecatrum.
Pizzklecatrum. I agree. I have to imagine... Oh, no, because... Oh, shit. Do I have target blocks? I think I have target blocks. I think I could use target blocks right now. So if I place a target blocks are very special because they have the magical property of redirecting redstone. So if I do this, the redstone signal will turn and power this, whereas normal blocks won't do that. So this signal will completely skip this block, but if I were to place a target block here, it's gonna turn. So now tell me one more thing. Yeah, this also happens to work. And this also happens to work. How about this? Okay. This is good. This is good news. We have progress. So if this climbs up here, like it used to, wire, repeater, wire. How does this work? Okay. There we go. Sick. Okay. I'll do 2 ticks because it will make it faster. So that's the top part. Now the bottom part. The bottom part, really all I need to do is power these pistons here. Which should be actually quite easy. Because redstone could just go... What the fuck is this? Redstone could just go... This is a lamp. Redstone could just go down here. They have to be here, right? Yeah. And this has to be again a repeater here. I could do it on 2 repeaters. Actually, I can do it even better. And I think it won't interfere with the build here on the right next to it. If I go here. No, because this will... This will power this block, but it won't power this block. I mean, I can do it on 2 repeaters, honestly. Oh, fuck it. You know, like, why bother? This should be good enough. So when I place this here, actually, when I place this here and place this here, perfect. There we go. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Wasn't even that hard. Quick path here to the rest of the system. This is the staircase up. Awesome. I can like even probably put stone here and not break anything. Just to make this a little corridor. There you go. Fuck. I didn't have... Well, that's fine. For parity, I guess. For parity, I will also make a smooth stone block here. There you go. A big entrance to the back rooms. Easy clap. I think that's fine. I wish I could do this without... Do I want to be stubborn about this and do this without the repeaters? I think actually I have an idea. I just came up with the idea how to do this with one repeater. I can just... Oops. Oops. What is happening? Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop doing this to me, please. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Redstone will be here, and I think... just having a wire over these blocks will be fine. Repeater. Delay 2. Let's see. There you go. Not as hard. Essentially, instead of powering these blocks directly, I can just power the like with one line, power these blocks, which will pass this power to the pistons. That's the explanation here. All right. And now I have a old third secret backrooms entrance. Eventually, I'll make a fourth one maybe here, but I also don't really need one here because this side is just filters. Like just item filters. So from here, I have access to everything. But on this side, you open this and there is this mess, which is the whole shulker unloader, which is the whole thing that pops out the items into the pipe. So getting from here to the filters themselves is a little annoying. So I always use the other side for that. But now the other side doesn't have to be broken and unbroken. We have a very simple, nifty mechanism for that. Cool. Cool beans. Nothing is lit up excessively. Nothing is a problem. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Let me very quickly redo my stuff. By redo my stuff, I mean put everything back where it was. Target block. This here. This here. This here. This here. Okay. I need 20 smooth stone. I think I have a collection here. Here. Yep. I could be stubborn and make the components again. I could make one slab. I have a slab there. I saw the slab. There you go. Eventually, I'll restock this. The ultimate dream would be to have a redstone factory. To just be able to supply items to everything and everything crafts on its own. But that's like such a mega project too. I don't think I'll ever do this on this base. I think it's gonna be like a project for a different base in this world when I eventually figure out I want to start anew someplace else. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I think that's been a nice little sesh. I think let's go to our new friend. Our new copper golem friend. I just want this item to flow to its home. When I see it fall here, we can start moving. I probably already missed it because I was moving items around. Okay. Let's go see our friend. You know what? I know you can put shit on top of their heads. I know that an iron golem has a possibility to give this guy a little flower on his little antenna. I know it's very rare. I know it happens. It's through commands if you want to put something else. But it would be very cute if our copper golems had New Year's Eve hats this New Year's Eve. Or a birthday hat or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just yapping. Let's wrap it up here. Let's come back to this some other time.